that these streaming platforms are nothing more than record labels who figured out to make more money off of the artist than the artist. I have to say, it's genius. It's clever. It's very clever. I have to give it to them. It's very clever. And Jay-Z, because he was an artist who was independent and had a record label, he saw it. Why do you think Jay-Z got into the streaming business? Because he saw it. He saw it. I had a record label. He seen the way this is going. These damn streaming companies ain't nothing but record labels. And what it does is it allows us, as the streaming company / record label, it allows us to make money off of this content without us having to give this artist a budget for anything whatsoever. At all. At all. Bear with me. Bear with me, people. Bear with me. Yeah. So, at the end of the day, right, with these big companies, with people like Jay-Z showing you that you can have your own platform, it's better to go that way. Let me tell you, it's high time for you artists to stop being lazy. Stop saying, well, it's easier and they do all the work. Because I just spoke with an artist the other day, and this artist was inquiring about some services on getting their online music business established so that they can fully monetize all of their content 360 degrees around. And, you know, this artist is letting me know, well, you know, I go through, what's that company's name? He was letting me know that he goes through, not DistroKid, it's TuneCore. He was letting me know he goes through TuneCore. What happens is TuneCore gets all of his content put on Apple, iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, and then what happens is they collect all the money, right? Now, when they collect the money, they also collect a 20%, I don't know, I guess processing fee, or I guess commission. So they get 20% right there. That is a large number for independent artists. So TuneCore gets 20% right off the bat before you get your money. Not only that, the streaming companies also get paid for your streams. See, artists don't realize that they're splitting the revenue that's coming through from the streams. They're splitting it with the streaming platforms, which is why it's like a record deal. They're streaming it. It's crazy. It really is. And what happens is, with you splitting this with the streaming companies, and then if you're going through TuneCore, let's say you already got 30, let's say 50 to 60% of your revenue is already cut into. 50 to 60% of your revenue is already cut into. It's just as simple as that. So there's no way, really, even though it sounds fly on a song, there's no way that you're bossing it up. There's no way that you're running the block. There's no way, because there's no way that real bosses would allow somebody to cut in already at 20% before they even get their money. There's no way that real bosses would do that. There's no way that a real boss will let an internet company cut in on their profits by 20% and get their 20% before they even get theirs. There's no way, period. And the only reason why that's happening is because artists are lazy, they're uneducated in their craft, in the business that they deal with, and they are willfully, ignorantly uneducated in their craft, in the business that they're dealing with. So in the 21st century, they are still allowing companies to get over on them, and they think, well, it's just Jay-Z fucking me. They think that that's even better because it's Jay-Z and he pays a little bit more than Google. I can show you how none of these companies pay more than Google. None of them actually pay more than YouTube. None of them do, because YouTube is Google. None of them actually pay. Do not go and look at that YouTube streaming number and think that that's all I'm getting paid. Because a lot of these artists are not what? Let me tell you, a lot of these artists aren't YouTube partners. They just have a YouTube channel. They put their content up there and they're not making any money whatsoever at all. They're not even YouTube partners. So how can you say Jay-Z? How can you say YouTube only pays them 1/10 of what they're supposed to get, and they haven't even fully activated the Google suite to fully maximize their content? You can't. So what Jay-Z was doing, in essence, was playing on your ignorance, is what he was doing. Jay-Z was literally playing on your ignorance because he knows that you artists have the same mentality that you did when he was coming into the business. You just wanted a deal. You wasn't trying to come in independent. You wasn't trying to come in nothing. And this is the thing. What is the use of owning your masters in this day and age as a so-called independent artist with the streaming platforms when the streaming platforms are making more money off your product than you are? It doesn't matter. Okay, wow, he has the master key, but I got this copy of the master key and it's always on my platform 24/7. I'm making more money. Come on now. Come on. So thank you, Jay-Z, for proving my point. Thank you. I appreciate you. You proved my point. These artists have record company type relationships with the streaming companies, and they have even less of a benefit. You guys have less of a benefit than artists with bad contracts. That's something that needs to be looked at. So this is what I want to say to the artists out there. You really need to sit down, okay? Stop just trying to jump into the lane of things because people doing it and they make it look good, because a lot of them don't know their craft, their business neither. Get yourself some books. Figure out how to monetize your content more, because you are a content creator, all right? You got to fully monetize it 360 degrees around, because if you're not, then you're losing. It's really just as simple as that. It is really just as simple as that. And nobody can keep going. Nobody can keep being these fake studio bosses and things. I can't respect you as a studio boss. I can't respect you as a CEO of your record label or anything like that when somebody is already beating you to 20, already getting their money off of your content before you, and they got a 20% cut. You're losing. So that means you have 80% left over. That means you still have to split out with the streaming platform. You're losing. So they figured out wow, you guys are getting, oh wow, this is sad. Go ahead and get out of here. I really hope you guys learned something from this. Appreciate you allowing me to take up so much of your very valuable time. If you appreciate this content, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to your friends, family, and any of the artists that you know out there. Make sure you like this page. We appreciate y'all. This is your brother Judas Son with Put It Out There TV, PIOT TV. Peace and love.